Ooh, the
And
broadcast.
we are live. Hello. Let's see if
Woohoo!
I can see the
Hello.
comments. We're still going to wait just a minute for people to get in, but while we're waiting for people to join us tonight, thank you for bringing yourself here to Life Adventures in Keto. We're going to interview Hope here tonight, and if you have any questions for Hope, please put them in the comment box. I don't see anybody here, nor do I see a comment. StreamYards is a little behind the regular YouTube application, so
That's all right.
that's all right. It'll be fine. And you said you were named something
I'm talking
different.
ourselves anyway,
Oh,
so.
there we go. Hey, your pal Misty and Jessica. There's Hedgehog.
Misty!
Hello, everybody.
Jessica, is that my Jessica, my child, I'm guessing.
Is it Jessica K? She's got lots of hearts on here. Hello, Jessica.
Yes, that's my oldest daughter.
And your husband is here. Hello, Andy. How are you?
Hi.
Did he change his name? I don't remember seeing Andy in his name before.
Maybe he has so many YouTubes. I don't know. That's just like, that's his personal one that he watches all his stuff on. You know what I mean? That
Gotcha. Hello. All right.
Well, I can count on my family and Misty.
That's right.
No, everybody's.
She's not your pal. She's mine. She's mine.
No.
I'm just joking. And Fat Don't Talk is here. Lexi. Hello, Lexi. Can you see the comments or no?
I can see them, yeah, on your screen. So, yes.
Okay. All right.
Hey.
And Frugal Mama of Boys. All right. We have several people here now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions for Hope, please put them in the chat. Y'all are funny, Misty says.
Yeah. Just wait.
Hotmessexspress up here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
No, not that. That's the wrong thing. Michelle's working the camera and the controls and trying to do it all, so it could come out either way, good, bad, or indifferent. What does Misty say? Now I can't think of her phrase that she uses at her end. There's Carolyn's weight loss journey. Okay, well, earlier on another video, Tennessee Kim asked if you fasted. So let's start with that question before I forget to ask you that.
I can this is actually, yes, I do right now. This is actually something that my husband and I are starting to get back into. We are starting he starts earlier than I do, but I started between 7 and 8, and I'm fasting. Hi, Jordan, that's my other daughter. And I'm fasting until noon the next day. So I think it's a 16 or 17, 8. I'm trying to go until I have lunch at 12 for work. And I have started this. I'm using that Zero app, and I've started it probably for about 2 weeks now, and I've been very successful with it. If you guys don't know, we're starting a new challenge in September, my husband and I. Whenever I say we, it's me and Andy, my husband, so you'll know. We're doing the 30-day ketogenic cleanse, and I'm trying to slowly get to that point, I don't want to like start it cold turkey, hardcore, and shock my body. You know what I mean? Because I'm already going to be doing no dairy. So yeah, I'm trying to get used to this fasting thing first. So yes, long story short.
All right. So that was Tennessee Kim's question. I don't know if she'll show up tonight or not. But hello, Drea. How have you been, losing Drea?
Hello.
It has been a long time. Everybody get on Drea. She needs to come back and make videos for us again.
Come on, Drea.
You can do it. Let's see. I was wondering what made you want to do the keto cleanse.
Because I've gained some weight back and I need to lose it. I don't know. I can tell you how we started the keto diet. Back in 2017, our oldest daughter, Jessica, actually told us about it. And we were both in a place where we just needed to do something to lose some weight. And I had never heard of the keto diet. It was like right when it was very new, nothing out there. You had no snacks, no None of this stuff is out now. No bread, nothing. And we did it. And we did it for a year straight. No cheat meals. Total carb counts. I got to my goal weight. I lost 40 pounds. Andy, I think, lost about 60 or 70. And we did great. And our stats as far as our health, blood pressure, cholesterol, the good and the bad, all that stuff, we were stellar. Every time we went to the doctor, they were just like, whoa, they couldn't believe how good all of those numbers were. And then life has happened. I started getting, if you've been watching my YouTube for a while, I love rice. Rice and beans are like one of my biggest things that I just cannot, I can live without, but I don't want to very much. So I got very comfortable. I'm like, I've lost my weight. I can sit and I don't have any rolls. It was so nice, that's not happening right now. And so I just started sneaking those things back in because I thought I can do this. My body, I'm where I need to be now. And yeah, that put me in a bad spot. And then we were living in Florida, and I got the opportunity. I got promoted with my job, and they moved us up here near Atlanta. And that just kind of threw everything out of the way too. It was a matter of like 1 month that I was told about the position. I interviewed for the position, and I was told I had to make a decision within a few days and move that next month. It was very unexpected because we had no plans to leave Florida, and it just kind of happened, and we did it. And then fell way off the wagon. So here we are doing it now. And while we're successful, I would say, there's so much more out there that tempts you. You know what I mean? All the processed stuff. I don't think that stuff is really very good for you. The keto breads. There are some keto breads out there that are super clean. I love the base culture, but all that other stuff. And don't get me wrong, it's in my cupboard right now. I still eat it. I still do, but it's harder to say no to some of those things. And so that's where I'm at. We've both gained some weight back, and I haven't really lost much before I started doing like this fasting and everything. I'm already down about 7 pounds. I know a lot of that is water weight and stuff too. But I want to go back I want to do this cleanse because I just want to challenge myself, first of all, because I feel like I really haven't recently. And I put it out there on YouTube too, so I can make sure I'm being held accountable. I have to let you guys know what's going on. And if it's a successful thing, maybe it'll help somebody else also. You know what I mean? So there.
Right. Hello, LB at Pine Trees and Stars. Thank you for putting us in the background while you play with your children. And Misty is saying that she may have made the sushi stack recipe that you've posted. I'm definitely trying it soon. I haven't done it yet.
Do it because yes, I know white rice is a no-no, but I will tell you 2 things. Misty, I would definitely make it. It is so delicious. I made it again for lunch last week, and it will make 2 servings. So you can put 1 in the fridge and save it for, a couple of days down the road or whatever. And the white rice, yes, is a no-no. I will say I've learned that flavoring cauliflower rice is the way to go. Like over-flavoring it. And that has made it a little bit easier for us. So yeah, it helps a little bit.
Make the cauli rice days in advance. To me, it tastes better after you've made it and put it in the fridge and let it marinate with all those.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got to try that. Yeah.
And Robin says, what is a keto cleanse consisto? Hello, Robin. She is also a content creator. How are you doing?
Hey, Robin. Well, it is nothing that I have said by any means, but it is Maria Emmerich's book. I should have brought it in here, but it is the 30-day ketogenic cleanse. And basically, you're just eating very clean, and you're not having any dairy. And no dairy. Cheese is a big.
And no sweeteners.
Yes.
And no sweeteners.
No sweeteners either.
I was going to jump on the train with you, and I seen no sweeteners, and I thought, oh, I don't know if I can do that yet.
Yeah, I know, and it's my husband and I are very competitive with each other also. So he keeps saying, I can do this. I don't know about you. And the reason why he has no confidence is years ago, he did a juice fast, where you would just juice for every day. He did it for 30 something days, 34 days, I think. And I did it for half of a day.
I wouldn't last any longer than that either. I wouldn't have been able to do that either. No way. None.
But I will say, I've been reading, she's got a lot of recipes in it, and so it'll be salads and stuff, and a lot of meat, and that's fine. But she's got a lot of dressing recipes in there too that are non-dairy, but I can't wait to try those. And that's why I waited until September 1st, because I've got to plan this out in my head. I've got to psych myself up. I've got to make sure I got the ingredients, all that kind of stuff.
You're like me, you have to plan it in advance and just make sure you can show up for what you're saying you're going to do. Hello, Zen.
Hey,
Zen. There's not a late. That's not a late. It's okay.
No. I'm so glad you showed up. Hey.
And Hawk, I have a question for you. You've never answered me yet. How do you put those timestamps in your comments on our videos to take us to a certain point in the video? I need to know how to do that pretty quick. Let's see. So Misty also says over flavor. Yes.
That is so true.
We're all talking to everybody, to each other in the chat. I love that.
Yay.
While we are also talking to each other, if you'll put YT and a heart, so we'll all know that you're content creators, when someone comes along your name and they can come by and say hello to you guys.
Absolutely. I love that. Michelle is so supportive.
I try to lead with love. And if you can't do anything else, you go back to that one thing, to lead with love, and it always brings you back around to the right spot to be in. That's really, truly what I try to do.
Robin, look at
Andy says it's going to be so easy.
Yeah, talking smack already. Robin, it is going to be hard. I know it. I agree with you. It is going to be hard, but I mean, I work from home. He works from home. So we can really support each other. I think that's going to be a good part of it too,
I'm super envious over here. I've been trying to get my husband to jump on this keto train for 4 years, and here you and Andy are doing it together. And I'm like, listen, Mike, come look at this. This recipe Andy likes it.
Oh, I know. I will say it is. I couldn't imagine doing it by myself. Yeah.
He says 34 pounds in 34 days, but he gained it all back pretty quick. So.
With that juice fast, yeah, that was dumb. But you try everything at one point, right?
Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Let's see. Your daughter, this is your daughter, right, Jessica?
Yes,
I would have a hard time with a no sweetener. Me too, Jessica. Me too.
Well, I gotta look in the book. I'm sure there is something, because she's got desserts in there. She's got desserts in the cookbook for recipes to make desserts. So there's got to be something that we can use. I will get back to you. You know what? Just come follow me on YouTube and you'll find out.
Well, I mean, maybe she's talking about swerve or something. Maybe she's letting you do like stevia or sweet leaf stevia type stuff or whatever.
Yeah, monk fruit.
You have to come tell us when you find out. When you find out,
I definitely will, because now that I'm thinking about it, there are some things in the cookbook
But she uses some really weird things to make something taste like something else. So if I know her well, she's probably using something that we wouldn't even dream of using to make it sweet.
Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of interesting ingredients. I know in that bread that's going around that everybody's making, she has the egg protein powder in it. Mm-hmm. And go online, and I think it's pretty pricey, but that is actually in the book also. So I'm probably going to have to get that powder and make
I
that.
have a video in my watch later that shows you how to make egg protein powder from yourself at home, and
Really?
I'm very interested in that. Hello, One Busy Mama. How are you? And speaking of Janet, hello, Janet
Hey,
Greta. How are
Janet!
you?
What's up?
And then, yes, planning.
I'm
And
a planner. I'm a
Hope
planner.
has a planning background. She is. That's where she started on YouTube, right? As a
That's
planner.
right. Yes.
Thing.
The name was Hopeful Planning, and then I just got more into this. This was becoming my passion. So yeah, but I still plan. I'm looking over at my work desk, and there's 3 sitting there.
I think I found you right when you changed over from Hopeful Planning to Mission Keto.
Okay.
I
Cool.
started watching you as Keto Michelle. So if you think way back, that was what my name used to be.
Oh, okay.
So that was me.
I think I do remember.
Look
Yes.
at all those creator hearts.
I love it. I will be going and checking all of you out, but I don't know.
That's right. Michelle has been following me much longer than most creators. Yay.
Yes.
I like to find smaller channels too. And I don't care how big you get once I've found you, but I really do like to go to the smaller channels because this community here on YouTube has been really kind to me. I mean, I started with a bunch of people who are not even on YouTube anymore. So.
Oh, wow.
Let's see.
That's nice.
Misty said 30 days.
Seriously.
She thinks no sweetener is harder than a 30-day juice cleanse.
I lasted half a day. I remember sitting there and looking at Andy, and I was like, I can't do this. And he's like, just eat. Go eat.
So Zen thinks it's too expensive and complicated. I mean, I complication level plus the sweeteners, I was like, okay, maybe not. But I did look into it when I seen your video. I thought maybe I could do this. Maybe.
Well, and here's the thing. I'm not going to follow every single recipe that she's got in there.
Well, yeah.
I'm not. But we'll go back to hamburgers, bacon, you know what I mean? Salad.
The ideas of making it yourself and cutting out all the stuff is right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lexi. And then Miss Donna Grace. Have you seen Miss Donna Grace? She's lovely. All of these people are lovely. Okay.
Hello. Yes. A lot of things for me. That's
sorry.
That's okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's what's so neat about this, because this YouTube world is so huge. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of names that I don't know, and I'm so excited because I'm always looking for more inspiration, you know?
I have that written down. I'm gonna make it. I am gonna make it. The things I would want to do. I've got a long list of things I want to do as long as the time finds me sometime down the road.
That's an easy one though, the BLT dip. But I will say, Janet and her channel, when she made it, she added some cheddar cheese on top. I haven't done that yet, but I mean, this sounds delicious. It's cheese, so. Yeah.
Okay, well, you alluded to back when you first started keto and one of your girls started you there, but did you have any ailments that you had prior to keto, either medication-wise or diagnosed, or just things you thought that you had that now you no longer have to deal with?
Yes, high blood pressure is a huge one. There was actually a point when we were kind of off the wagon that I actually ended up having to go to the hospital one night because I was feeling weird and enough weird. I'm not that kind of person that'll just go to the doctor just to go, you know, like for anything. It was enough that made Andy take me to the ER that night. And they say I'm still pretty young, you know, I'm 46 years old, and I shouldn't be in that position where I'm feeling that way or what have you. But they said that I had mini strokes that night.
Oh my gosh.
But honestly, I don't know if that's 100% true. I think they're going off of the symptoms that I had. They immediately took me in. When you have something serious like that, they actually will immediately take you in. It's chest pain or a stroke kind of thing. But I was feeling a little numb on one side and my head was itchy. It was really weird. And they were there. They kept me there for 2 nights and did every single test that you can imagine on me, on my brain. I've had my brain, my heart, Everything has been tested and I'm completely fine. So that's why I don't know what was going on that day, but I think it might have been a wake up call. And I was on blood pressure medicine for quite some time, but at this point I am no longer on it.
Yay.
Yes. So that is something that it's been huge. And my husband's had the same problem. It's you get to a point where he had high blood pressure too, and he's actually never been on medication for it. It wasn't that bad, but he has cut out caffeine for that reason. I mean, he's very serious about it. He will not have caffeine. He will not have caffeine.
Andy, please help me, Andy. Please help me.
Well, we do decaf. We do decaf coffee, which I talk about all the time, but yeah, he refuses. Like he does like Coke Zero, and he will not drink regular Coke Zero. We have to find the caffeine-free one. So, which is good. I mean, he cares about himself. That's a good thing.
Well, right.
But
Yeah.
me, I'm like, every once in a while, I'll go get a fountain drink or have a coffee or whatever.
I'm having a cold brew. What is the nitrous cold brew black? I shouldn't have, but I parked right here. I mean, you know, I have to support, right? While I'm lifting the Wi-Fi.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's what it's for.
Thank you, Lindy. Yes, please, everyone, hit the like button. I would appreciate that. Let's see. Zen says, I am, however, going non-dairy next month. I need to get some avocado oil before it begins. I would love to do non-dairy, but I'm addicted to my coffee and my heavy cream. What am I going to put in my coffee with no heavy cream?
That's another thing. I'm probably going to go with the almond milk.
Have you tried the nut pods? Have you tried the nut pods?
And that's
half, right? Half coconut and half almond, I think, or whatever.
Yes, that's actually a good. Thank you for the reminder. Where's my pen and paper?
Where's a pen?
Because I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I know I can do it, but yeah, that heavy cream is something else. Thanks, guys. I just see in the comments about the medical stuff. And Janet, awesome. That is such a good feeling when you can get off of something. Yeah.
Yes, get off the blood pressure pills. There.
Yes. Yay. Yes, it is good. I don't like emergency rooms.
Caffeine is the devil, Andy says. Andy, may I give you my email address? And every morning you could just get up and say, Michelle, please don't drink all the coffee today. I mean, I'm seriously having withdrawals because I'm cutting back. But it's severely bad. And I know my activity level is one of them. Is like, I feel like I probably need water more than I need the caffeine. But I feel like in the middle of the day, I need something else to get me going.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Ooh, cashew milk.
Listen, cashew milk is the bomb. I really love that because it's more creamy than the almond or the coconut. It's not thin. I need something creamy, but cashew milk is good.
Okay, I've heard of that, and it just sounds like it would be creamy.
It is more creamier. It is.
Yeah. Cool.
And Lindy says she uses it. Yes, she does. I remember seeing now, Lindy, over at Paleo Barbie. She loves the nut pods. And I may like them now, but I didn't like them when I first tried them, when I started trying to get off of all the stuff.
Oh, okay.
So we all know how that goes. When we first become sugar-free, some of that stuff just tastes a little weird. But I might do it now. But steps for me on the right direction are that I can drink black coffee now without anything in it. So I'm going a little. It's better, but it's just not there yet.
Good for you.
Okay. Janet wants to know if you've made that pork belly in the air fryer at all, and you fried it all in a pan.
No, but try it and let me know, because that sounds like it would be faster too, but it renders a lot of grease.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. You may blow up your air fryer with that.
You saw what it looked like at the end. There's so much grease, and I don't know. I know I couldn't do it in mine. I don't have one of those traditional air fryers. It's kind of a combo. It's got the door in the front. You know what I mean? So.
I know, Drea, right? I'm drinking water every day, poured over coffee bean. Using and eating meat and veg, but I know I need to quit the veg, just not for me. Oh, she's having issues with the vegetables, bloating her. Yeah, Misty says yes. That fried pork belly it did look amazing. I was thinking I can't find it here, so there's another thing. I'm like, dang it, she's got pork belly.
When we go to Costco.
Listen, I found a keto cookie treat that I want to look for when we go do that too today.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that pork belly was amazing. And can I tell you that I made it Sunday and it's gone?
Linda says she gave up coffee once and she almost killed her family.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if any of you were on my Facebook page, but listen, I drink coffee for your benefit. Not for
oh, jeez.
Okay, she almost did. She preheated it with the liner in it when she first got it. Oh, so she almost blew up the air fryer already.
Oh, no. Oh, gosh.
That's some serious love. Listen, I have a coffee obsession. Yeah. So Drea's has bloating, weight retention, and gains. Well, come back, Drea. We'll help you. Come back.
Oh, maybe try the no dairy. They say that it bloats you, but like I said, I've never been without dairy, so I don't know. So we'll see.
You're going to say you're fixing to find out that you don't want to know the answer to the question, because I have heard some stories where when you do that, you do really see what
it does to you, huh?
Let's see. I like snacks that are small, bite-sized, and crunchy like that. Popcorn used to be my favorite snack. I'm always looking for replacements, not in taste, but in that snacky way. Misty, I've already told you once what you need to do for that popcorn obsession. Hope, have you ever fried pork rinds in butter and put Swerve or peanut butter or chocolate on it like the Muddy Buddies?
No. Now, it can't taste like pork rinds to me because
listen. When you break the pork rind up and fry it in the butter, it takes on like what is the consistency I'm trying to think of? You know when you bite down on popcorn, it's got like
I love popcorn too.
Like the chewy texture of the popcorn itself, it takes on that level. And then when you mix it with the peanut butter and the Swerve or chocolate to make like a Muddy Buddy out of it.
Okay. I got to write that down too.
I do that often. I do that often. I shouldn't, but I do. Peanut butter is the devil, Andy, not coffee. Not caffeine. Peanut butter is the devil. Coffee isn't just a love. Wait a minute.
It's retention.
It's retention from killing beans. Yeah.
You do what you got to do.
It's kept me out of jail for 30 years.
Bye, Paleo Barbie. Thanks so much for coming.
Bye, Lindy. That's right. Luz Andrea says just because it says keto on it doesn't necessarily mean it's keto. You're right. Definitely right on that.
You're so right. Yes. Yep. Okay.
Oh, Janet, what's a Muddy Buddy? Janet.
Chex Mix.
Yeah. Traditional Chex Mix.
Melted chocolate. What did we call it? I can't remember. It wasn't called Muddy Buddies. My girls, if you're still on, what's the name of it? I can't remember what it was, but yeah, we used to make that all the time. The girls
Chex Crack.
Something. I can't remember, but they'll if they're still on, they'll say. But they might have left.
But Janet is also in Canada, so they may not have the Muddy Buddies in Canada. So maybe not.
Maybe not.
And Lexi's laughing at us because why?
Oh, it's called Puppy Chow.
Puppy Chow. Yeah.
Yep.
Same thing. Let's see. I really like pork rinds. I just dip them in cream cheese mixed with some. Listen, everything with the bagel seasoning is really a lifesaver too.
True. I love that. I love it. I make, I'll cut the little small bell peppers, the little sweet ones. Mm-hmm. I'll cut them in half. There it is, puppy chow, and put goat cheese in them with everything bagel on the top. Moose farts.
Toya says her movement.
Yup.
Puppy chow. Now your other daughter's chiming in. Puppy chow, puppy chow.
Yep.
Misty says we're calling it puppy chow.
There you
I've
go,
never heard
Misty.
it called puppy chow before. That's
Yep,
funny.
it
But
is.
keto puppy chow. That's what I'm going to name it when I do the video. I'm going to name
There
it
you go. Do it soon because
keto puppy
do
chow.
it before September 1st.
Well, I mean, I have one on there. I just don't know how far back it is. It's
Gotcha. Okay.
a day ago. I'm sure. We don't have that in Canada, she says. Sounds delicious. Well, you can make it now, Janet. Pork rinds fried in a pan in butter, add chocolate, peanut butter swerve, and mix it all up. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I'll have to try that with the pork rinds. That's interesting.
I'm fasting today. Can you tell I'm fasting today? I'm on food right now.
You've got the challenge going on, right? Like
I do. It's OMAD today. I ate lunch with my husband. If you guys are praying people, please pray for my husband. He's down on his back, and he called me home to get him up out of the recliner today at lunchtime. He said, I don't know where you're working today, but you need to come help me up out of the recliner.
Oh, God.
So I had to go by there and get him up out of the recliner. I'm like, listen, I'm like way out of town from the afternoon. Don't sit back down in that stupid recliner. I'm not going to be helpful to you.
We will definitely say a prayer for him.
Oh.
Man, that's
Andy, don't listen, but men are terrible when they don't feel good. They're not good patients. They don't listen. I'm like, have you taken anything? Why are you leaned back in that stupid recliner? 2, 3, you're 52. Why are you working 2 full-time jobs? Anyway.
oh gosh.
Listen, any of those could make you down on your back, but
Yeah.
have you went to the chiropractor? And he's like, no, no, and no. Okay, well, maybe we should take some medicine while we're standing. That would be good.
Yeah, that's another thing. They don't take medicine.
Why?
If there's a pill that's going to fix it, I'm most likely
and I walk by and I'm like, well, fine, hurt. Quit complaining about it. You're not going to take something. I don't want to hear it. That makes me sound terrible, Donna. We met when we were 12, so we grew up together, so we tell each other just straight to the point how it is.
That's good. That's awesome.
No, thanks, Drea. They are big babies. Sorry, Andy. You're all big babies.
He's thinking of something clever to say right now.
He's like, wait a minute, I gotta come back to these ladies.
It's coming, yeah.
But anyway.
Drea, you're right. Yes. I think they just like to be babied, yeah. They like the attention.
Well, possibly. Thank goodness I was working close is all I gotta say. I would have felt bad if I'd have said, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I'm
Oh my gosh.
45 minutes from home. But I don't have time to come get you up.
Ooh.
I live in Tennessee, but I work in Kentucky because that's where the money is. The money is. Okay. What would be your number one tip for someone just starting keto, Hope?
I would say research. Really do a lot of research first so you know what you're getting into. And make sure that you're 100% in, because it's one of those things where, you're not going to be successful if you're not fully committed. Your brain has to be there, you know what I mean, before anybody else. Like there's been times when Andy and I are at different stages, and I'm gung-ho for something and he might not be gung-ho for it. And this time we are gung-ho, but I would definitely say, do your research beforehand, ask a lot of questions. That's what I do. I mean, I just, watch other YouTubes, find out what they're doing. Google.
Right.
See, he's
no comment. That says more than what he could have said. No comment.
Yeah.
I
guess it's time to come up with something funny.
Oh, they just like complaining. They do. Rick K says the soles of my feet started itching when I started keto. Directly after you started, or like a couple of days into it, because that's part of keto flu.
Is it? I haven't heard that one.
Skin rashes, any kind of itching on your skin at all. Both of those can be the keto flu. Find the right keto. Going back to what I said earlier, not all keto is really keto. Maybe it's for health, but not for weight loss. Maybe they bike 20 miles a day, etc. Find what works for you. Definitely.
Absolutely. And it is different for everyone. You know, it's like I said, there are some people that are more successful maybe when they're counting total carbs.
Right.
And, go ahead. Like in 2 weeks. Huh.
I believe that was a keto flu symptom, and you need to check your electrolytes if you're not past that as of yet. You need to do your magnesium, potassium, and sodium, and not like white table salt, like sea salt or pink salt or something of that nature would help with that. It may not, but once your body adjusts, you get rid of those keto flu symptoms. So, did you have any of those symptoms, Hope, when you first started? Is there any symptoms that you can think you thought might be keto flu, but you had never heard anybody talk about or anything like that?
Just the headache. That is the only thing that I had. But that's enough. I mean, because when you're working, that knocks you. Yeah, it's bad. And Andy gets it so bad. I remember he has had it where he's like almost bedridden. The headache is that bad. So he's definitely low on electrolytes.
Yes, I have gotten the keto rash a few times. It is no fun. Mine is mainly on my torso when I get it. Mine was up underneath my armpits and is the base of my back. Why? I don't know, but that's where mine's
strange.
It was just like, it looked like I had been rolling in, poison ivy or something. Yeah. And it was just like little rashes, but Jessica says, yes, the headaches are my worst enemy. I'm prone to migraines too, so I can relate to why that could be. Janet got the headache also, so we definitely know that is one. I've heard that the heart palpitations and that kind of thing could be very well keto flu as well. Hello, Alan. How are you? Thanks for joining us. What are some of the best tips for people that are on maintenance mode so they don't go backwards and gain weight? Listen, Alan, if you're in maintenance, you need to answer that for us.
Yes, because I ate rice and look where I'm at now.
Janet's in maintenance. Janet could probably help you, Alan, but I'm not sure about that. I do know I've seen several YouTubers really flip-flop when they get to the maintenance because it is hard to maintain and swap up. And so if when you find out, Alan, please make that video and let us know.
Yes,
he's doing great.
Good for you on maintenance. That is awesome. I mean, I think there's a lot of fluctuating when you get to that point, but there's Andy talking about his headaches. They're brutal. I would just say, I mean, maybe every once in a while I'll throw in some total carb days, unless you're already doing that, but that is honestly when we had the most success, counting total carbs. I would sit every Sunday and because there was no snacks or anything. And I would literally I'd bake pepperoni in the oven to get it crispy. I would do like trays and trays of it and make Tupperware containers of it, one for Andy to take to work and one for me to take to work. And we would just literally snack on them through the week. That would be our snack, or making the little cheese crackers where you cut up sliced cheese into little squares, and they're not the greatest and they stink after they've been,
people are like, what are you eating?
Yeah, it does. It smells like rotten cheese, but people would still eat them. I mean, it's so funny.
Drea says, oh my God, Hope has keto bread pudding recipe on her channel. I've been thinking about making that, but I know if I do, I will eat it all. Me too.
Yeah, and that was a complete, I've never had bread pudding in my life. And I had a bunch of heels left over from different keto breads that we had been eating. And I just kept them and threw them in the freezer. And I'm like, what can I do with this? And I just found a recipe online and I just tried it that way. And it was pretty good. I think there's a couple of tips. If you do watch that one, read some of the comments down below that kind of give some tips on what they would do. Maybe a little more of the sauce. I don't think I had enough of the sauce because the heels are a little bit harder and drier, so, but it turned out pretty good. We liked it.
I think a stuffing recipe would be good for all the heels of the.
Oh yeah. See? Yep. I don't like to throw food away, so that's
me neither. It drives my husband insane though. We have a big stand-up freezer that's got like bones and stuff in it that I'm gonna do bone broth at some point. Don't throw that bone away. Put it in a bag and put it in the freezer. Drives him crazy. Oh, Janet says, ouch, don't ask me. I regained 20 pounds in the last year.
We all get there. But she's been very successful on what she's doing. Yeah, I love watching her journey.
I do too. Way to go, Alan. That's right. She's trying a different route this time. The sugar alcohols are a no-no for sure.
Good. And you're feeling great, right?
Janet, are you feeling great? Do you check your ketones or your blood sugars daily or anything like that?
Hope I'm not invested in that yet. No. You know, I would love to, but it's just one of those things. I'll get there. I think that would be very helpful, but yeah, we haven't done that yet. Total carbs, yes. I do have a video on my channel where I did a test for a week to see if total carbs would
start moving.
You know what I mean? Like if I would see a difference. And I did a end of the week reaction, results, and it was a good, I think it was like between 10 and 15 pounds. And I'm sure, again, a lot of that was water weight, but that just goes to show you I had a really bad headache that week too.
So you're doing something. To me, I think I'm doing something right when I start having some of those symptoms, and then I play up my electrolytes, and then it evens out. But I think that I know that I'm on a more even keel. And Alan, on the point of maintenance, I can't think of her name now. But anyway, you might want to look into reverse dieting, where you go up to, you do a keto calculator and you find out what your maintenance level is and start with those kind of calories and keep a record of that, and then go backwards from that point to a lesser calorie count. And then you should find where you've quit losing and quit gaining. So it will give you more of a, that's where I should be at kind of thing. What is her name? That's going to drive me crazy. Golly, she's huge. I can't think of her name right now. I'm feeling great, Janet says. I'm doing alternate days with protein sparing modified fasting now and am losing. I also wanted to jump on that train, but it's also planning and a lot of work, and I just don't have time to do that right now.
Yep. Say that 5 times fast. Huh? The PSMF? No.
Yeah, I had to stop myself. You see, I started talking slower. Protein sparing modified fast.
Every time Janet says it, oh my gosh, I see a little smile coming on the back of her face.
Yes, Janet. Tammy from Keto in the Chaos is who I was talking about. Yes.
I have never even heard of her.
She just got all of her skin removal done. I haven't watched her in quite some time, but she's definitely in maintenance, and she had even added more things back, like sweet potatoes and that kind of thing on her maintenance level. And then she did the, like I'm talking about, where she went to maintenance calories and then reverse dieted her way back to find her levels.
Her sweet spot.
Yes. And that's what it's going to, Tamara. There you go. Sorry, Tamara. I thought it was Tammy.
Huh. Okay.
But yeah, Drea, a lot of people I'm watching are losing weight on the protein sparing modified fast. But again, is that something you can keep up? I don't know. I've never done either one, but I'm watching everyone else before I decide where am I going to go next. So Misty says she looks amazing after her surgery. I have not been by to see Tamara, but
I'll have to look her up. Yeah, I haven't heard of her. Huh.
She's got, like, I don't know, 40,000 followers or something like that.
Wow.
Her kids have a channel too. She has a lot of children, and they have like a dance family channel, that kind of thing too. So she has her own Facebook group. And by the way, you guys, if you guys did not know this, Hope also has a Facebook group.
I do.
Thank you, Andy, for running the Facebook group.
Thank you. Exactly. I'm not on Facebook, but I have a Facebook group.
That's right. I mean,
we get on and add our videos and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys want to get in there and start talking and giving each other, ideas and food ideas, and I need help too. I need ideas.
Okay, Janet says you're only supposed to follow the protein sparing modified fast for no more than 6 months. So that makes more sense to me then. It's just kind of a fast, just like any other fast, like the beef and butter or the egg fast or whatever. Have you done one of those kinds of fasts before, Hope? Have you done an egg fast or beef and butter fast, or interested in any of those kinds of fasting things?
I'm interested in the egg fast a little bit, but Andy is absolutely not. And I don't really want to, I don't know, maybe I could still do it on my own and he could, fend for himself for those few days. But I love eggs. I absolutely love eggs.
There are like a ton of videos on the recipes. Like the last egg fast I done, I had crepes.
Oh, yeah.
Mac and cheese, egg fast mac and cheese.
What?
Yes.
I need that. That's like egg noodles all the time. Is macaroni and cheese.
You make egg noodles, cut them up into small pieces, and then make the cheese sauce. It's so good.
Okay. Tell me all these things right before I do new dairy. Thanks. I'm just kidding.
Brag, why don't you? You put most of it back on, just like any other fast, though. I mean, if you're not careful when you come out of the fast, you're just going to be kind of in the same situation.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's why I'm interested in this 30-day thing, because, maybe I'll feel so good I don't want to go back to dairy, or I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It is.
I heard some people say that it clears up when you go dairy free. It clears up your skin. It makes your hair better, your nails better.
All right.
Something about the dairy processing of your body takes the keratin with it when it's processing. So that's what I heard. We'll see.
Yes, we'll do a before and after of this.
Right. So Misty's going to be doing another egg fast. She's done a couple of egg fasts. She's going to be doing egg. I've done the beef and butter fast. I've done the egg fast. I've done a bacon fast.
Oh gosh.
Not suggested, okay? Not suggested. But I did a bacon fast.
As much as 12 pounds. Whoa! How many days was it?
7.
12 pounds. Who would have thought?
It didn't stay off. I mean, that's just, when you started eating all the regular food, you just started.
But did you get sick of bacon? I don't ever want to be sick of bacon.
Listen, so sick of it.
Yeah.
And for me to be sick of bacon, because that's my number one thing. I mean, that's how keto got me. It's like you can have coffee and bacon.
Yeah.
So I'm in. So
yeah, that's. And I don't want to be sick of eggs either, so that kind of worries. Ugh.
Yes, Jessica. Dairy free also clears your sinuses. Yeah,
I have major allergies and stuff. So okay, maybe that'll help.
I take a regular allergy medicine, but when mine flare up like that, there's a product at Walmart called Chlor Tabs that I take in addition to my regular allergy medicine when those kinds of weeks come up. So you might want. It's like a $2 box of allergy meds.
Really? Huh. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I usually do the Claritin D, the stuff you have to get behind the counter because you never know what you're doing with your Claritin.
It may actually be a low dose of what Claritin is. I take that Zyzol, so you really check the box, but it's something different than those kinds of things.
Good to know. Look at my throwing out the knowledge.
That's right. Wishes there was a peanut butter fast and a coffee allowed on it. Well, black coffee is allowed on any fast.
Well, invent one. See how it goes.
Let us know. Let us know, girl. I just have to stay away from the peanut butter. Period.
Really?
I can do cashew butter, but it's not as good to me as regular peanut butter or organic peanut butter or whatever. But peanut butter is not my friend. I have a long list of breakups on what I can and can't have. Peanut butter because I know if I do indulge, but if I do, tomorrow's not going to be good for me. Don't step on the scale.
You always feel awful the next day, and you're like, why?
And I get that headache is what I do, I know that it's not good. And I don't do any of the organic stuff either. I go straight in for the Jif.
Yeah. Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
That's right.
We didn't do when we did that total carb time. I mean, I didn't do any of the grass fed. I don't even think that was a thing back then. And
right. You're just trying to hold on.
Yeah. I mean, if I can do it, I'll do it. You'll see. Sometimes if it's a week that I can't do it, I'm buying the regular eggs. You know what I mean? You're not going to die.
Right. Me either, Drea. My background is binge eating. And if I make a recipe, I'm the only ketoer in my household. Nobody else will eat it. And if it can't be frozen, Michelle's going to eat it all quickly. So I can't make I can't make that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She's going to do the PB and the bread heels, and she'll let us know.
That's awesome.
So how long have you been doing keto, Hope? How long have you been in the keto train?
Well, about 2017 is when we did that original first one. And then there was probably been a good 6 months in the year 2019 that we weren't really doing it. And then because of the move here and everything. And then, you got pandemic happened and all that stuff. I lost my job earlier this year. And those kinds of things can really put a lot of stress on you, especially when your unemployment doesn't kick in until 6 months later.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Jessica is saying, I didn't do organic either, but watching Bobby and from Flav City, I'm becoming obsessed. I'm obsessed with Bobby's little girl. That little girl is she's a peach. Listen, people, if you can't get your kids to clean up or cook their own food, this little girl's too. And she's making her own PB&J and washing the dishes.
Cracking those eggs.
I made my husband watch a short about her last night. She's doing yoga, and I'm over here laughing with my earbuds in. He's like, "What is the deal?" I'm like, "It's this little girl again." So I made him watch the short, and he's like, "Funny."
Yes, she's adorable. But yeah, I'm obsessed with him too. I'm the road manager. You're so silly.
Bobby to me is he's too monotone for me to stay long. I don't know if I have problems, but he's so monotone that sometimes I can't keep up with him. I'm squirrel or something else is going to catch my attention. Nope, I got hubby and my mom on keto with me, or it won't work for any of us. But I use them as an excuse and feed them the crud I don't need to be eating. They both have had bypass surgeries.
Yeah.
Well, at least you have people in your, like I say, I'm the only ketoer in my household. And when I started keto, both of my children lived at home too. So I had to cook regular food for them and cook the keto stuff for me. And that's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
I can imagine. Wow. But good for you. You got the willpower then.
It's just, I have arthritis. And if I go back on the regular stuff, I hurt and I can't work. So that's what's keeping me here. Oh. Was your main factor starting keto weight loss, Hope? Or
yes, yeah,
it was weight loss.
Yep, and then all the other benefits came.
All the great benefits.
I mean, you just feel so much better on it too. We have, anyways, and yeah, I just can't wait to get back down, get back down to my goal weight.
Right, it would be great.
Yes,
I went up again this week too. I have a feeling this next week I'm going to go up too. But what are you going to do?
Yep. I mean, we're human. I also I say live your life. You know what I mean? You're not going to be 90 years old on your deathbed. I'm so glad I didn't eat that piece of cake.
That's right. That's right. That half a pound now, at this point in time.
Yeah. Oh, geez. So. But I think that's what's so great about this community too, is I have been meeting so many new people lately and recently, and that's been awesome. I've learned so much more. I think that is what is helping keeping us going. You know what I mean? Just being able to watch and talk to these friends of ours now, and I don't know, at least works for me.
Right. So you're seeing other people doing the same thing you're doing, or
and learning more, because everybody's got something to give. Everybody's got a different vibe, a different way of doing things, and it's just I learn something probably every day on this journey. So awesome.
Alex says, for me, it was health. His doctor told him to do keto. I wish more doctors would tell their
patients. I was just going to say, that is very rare. We never got, our doctor knew that we were doing it, but I don't think he was ever 100% gung ho with it, but he wasn't. No, either. You know what I mean? He's just like, be careful, just watch yourself. The word kidney came up with him a lot, and I don't know why. like he thought that you'd have problems with your kidneys or something if you were doing it. But
some people who might do the high protein part of it may have some kidney issues to begin with. So it just raises your levels, and not that your body is going to do anything with those levels, but I guess it can be intimidating from them. And they don't know. They don't really understand the process. And so they're not used to it. So they're like, okay, be careful, do it, but be careful. They don't want to tell you to do something that's going to hurt yourself. I'm going to show you're my twin. I'm not back into psychosis by any stretch of one's imagination, and everything hurts. My fingers are constantly tingling, no energy, and I've been desperate to quit the crap. I understand, Drea. So Nana Grace says, thank goodness it's just Jim and me at home. He is doing keto, but he is more carnivore, and I am more keto and Mediterranean eating for my hormones.
Wow.
Ooh, we even had a full keto Thanksgiving a few times, and that is so hard. I love Thanksgiving food.
It was hard, but it was delicious too. It was. I mean, at that point we didn't realize, we had been doing it for so long that we really weren't missing it. But, cauliflower mash was good. Jess's husband can actually make a mean sweet potato casserole made from butternut squash. It was
that is so good. I did that myself. That is really you don't think that butternut squash is going to make you feel the feels of but it does.
Yes. Yep.
Ooh, I'm coming to your house for Thanksgiving. Jessica, I'm coming down. And I told Andy I was moving in. Listen, I'm moving in with you and Hope. Move all over, Andy. I'm coming over. Yep. I can clean if you'll cook. I'll clean if you'll cook.
His first thing was like, well, does she cook too? He was like,
Well, I don't mind cooking, but cleaning is my thing.
Well, good, because I don't.
The keto dressing, Nana says the keto dressing was a bigger hit than the regular dressing at her. I have made the keto dressing, and I wasn't a fan. So I guess it all depends on what recipe I bought all those weird stuff to make it, the cornbread flavoring and all that stuff. And to me, it was a lot of work for just me to eat it. So I just don't do it anymore.
Does Nana Grace have a YouTube channel?
Yes, she does.
Okay, I'm going to have to check that out because I'm interested in the Mediterranean part of that.
Right.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Are you familiar with Seattle Sapphire, Low Carb World, Aretha?
No, you've mentioned her before.
She does. Miss Nana doesn't show a lot of her foods and that kind of a plan. She does sometimes, but she doesn't show the plan. But Aretha over at Seattle Sapphire does show the eating for her hormone levels. So it's
okay.
I'm not sure she calls it Mediterranean, but it's a lot similar.
All right. Yes.
There's one of the doctors out there, Dr. Mindy, somebody. Anyway, that's the plan she's doing. It's real similar.
Cool. So yeah, we can do Thanksgiving.
She says that no coma after the keto Thanksgiving. That's right.
Yeah, right.
She said hers has mine didn't have cornbread either. It just had the corn flavoring with all those weird flours that they told me to buy that nothing. I used it for nothing else besides the things. I'm a dressing girl, and it was expensive. Yeah.
Geez.
Ooh, Thomas DeLauer has a keto Mediterranean cookbook out. Says Alan.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Thanks, Alan. Okay.
I'm doing the same. Yes. Dr. Mindy Peltz. That's what it was. Okay. If you ever get to the point where you need to look into doing it for hormone health, the Dr. Mindy Peltz has a plan that sounds really
awesome. Okay. Very cool. See, I'm learning stuff.
That's right. The 90-second keto bread recipe with the almond flour actually tastes so similar to cornbread. I guess you could.
Yeah, I have made ours. We put steakums on ours. Made
Ooh.
a steakum sandwich. I'm
Out
telling
of
you,
the
I had a
jelly
video for it. It is delicious. All you got to do is put it in like whatever container you want. We found a container that was kind of rectangle, and it made it look like sandwich bread.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good. So good. And steakums have 0 carbs. Yeah, they're just beef.
It's a long time since I've had steakums. I mean, forever and a day
Yeah.
ago. Like,
Yeah. It's good. It's good. It does have a little similar cornbread. I want to get the cornbread flavoring by that OOO flavors or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't ever ordered from them, but
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do that.
Taste it. I know it sounds weird because you got eggs and everything in that, but taste it first, just like you would if the sweetener. Because
Yeah, less is more at first. Yeah.
yeah,
You can't switch that. You can always put more in, right?
that's right. The keto pumpkin cream cheese muffins are always a hit. Yummy.
Yep.
I know, I'm a caramel girl. I'm not a pumpkin. Fall's coming. All these fall coffees are out already here at the Starbucks.
Pumpkin pie was my whoa. That was the one thing that I was not successful in on that Thanksgiving. I don't know if Jessica remembers, but that pumpkin pie was awful. I think they've come up with better recipes since then because that was like
I'm
way
sure.
back. But I think we threw it away.
Oh no.
Yeah. I love pumpkin pie. That's my favorite.
Ooh. Now Nana just gave us a recipe. Mine was with ground turkey, pork, beef, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, onion, mushroom soup, and mushrooms. That sounds good. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Y'all making me hungry. I'm fasting. Did you hear me?
I know. Oh my goodness. Yum.
So you just have the two daughters?
Yes. Yep. 2. They are adults now. Yeah, but we're super proud of them. They're good kids. We always say they made parenting easy. I'm not kidding.
I should keep I have one that makes it easy and one that's not making it quite so easy.
Well,
you know which ones you are if you watch this at all. You know who you are. One gives me my gray hair. Oh, my boys also live away from me too, so that's hard. It's hard to have them out and have them away from you as well. So
yeah, yep. Yikes!
Wow, Nana Grace says she does a 20-hour fast every day.
Oh.
2 weeks ago, I did a 23-hour fast. That was the longest one I had ever done, and it was hard.
Every day, yeah. I mean, sometimes with work, I might get very close to that 18, but bless you.
I'm telling you, I tell people who have never fasted that the energy it gives you at that, say, 18-hour mark,
really,
it's a little addicting to me to have that. You don't get the energy boost at like hour 18 before you eat your food. You don't like feel like
very rarely get to that point. It's literally 16, 17.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to try it. Jeez, a boost of energy, huh?
It does. It's like a euphoric kind of a energy spike. I can see how you could go longer if you actually made it to the 18. But the push through to get there, because like I said, I'm in motion most of my day. So I feel like it's probably just my head. It's probably not my body saying you need something to eat, but I feel like I'm doing more movement than is possible without food in my system. So
wow.
So Jessica says she actually has done the 24 hours and surprisingly felt great. Did you ever get that euphoric energy boost, Jessica, after doing, say, around 18 hours? And according to Dr. Jason Fung, that's when the autophagy starts, is when you get that push of adrenaline. And so you should know by that point that you're doing the autophagy, redoing your cells or whatever that word means.
Yep.
So Janet says she either does the 16 or 18, but she agrees I agree, the more the best. I'm never bored, Miss Donna Grace, but I guess I could be. I work without speaking to another adult most of my days. I'm just in a house all by myself.
You just got to keep yourself busy. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to watch who I'm listening to at what point in the day I'm listening to them, because I'm listening to all y'all do these great recipes, and here I am trying to fast. I got to find somebody doing alternate day fasting so I can listen to some fasting stuff.
Right. Yeah, that's going to be key for me, I think, next month, is to keep myself busy when I'm craving some cheese or cream in my coffee.
That too, not just craving it. Like, that's something really easy to go grab real quick. And when you got 2 minutes, go cut some cheese off and have that while you're waiting on the phone or whatever you're doing.
Yep, I've got cheese sticks. I've got a ton of them in my fridge right now, too. I need to.
So Your Mouth Misty says, I've heard Dr. Fung talk about that energy boost while fasting. I love his books. Again, I haven't read any of his books, but sometimes Dr. Fung also is so monotone that
Yes, yeah.
And it's so much information that my brain's like, wait a minute. So I have to chew him in bite-sized pieces, but I really enjoy his information. He seems like he's
knowledgeable, definitely, yeah.
Right. Is there a doctor that you watch on YouTube that gives you information out more than the others, or one that you kind of feel like you agree with more than another?
Gosh, probably not. No, there's not a lot of doctors that I do watch. I've got Dr. Fung is probably the only one, and I'm with you. I just kind of can take him in small spurts because it's a lot of energy and a lot of work. Not a lot of work, a lot of words.
Right.
Sometimes, yeah, it's hard for me to like put it all. Like, I watched when I found him, I binge watched him, and then I was like, whoa, I can't do any more of that. But he's got a lot of info. But honestly, no, I'm probably, I guess I have to be stimulated as I'm watching YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, yeah, I get bored very easily, I guess, with watching some of them. So, yeah, no, unfortunately.
I prefer to watch and listen to Dr. Ken Berry simply because he has a redneck way of explaining it down, dumbing it down to give us just what we need to hear, or in real world terms, he's like, well, this is what it is. And then he gives you an example that the regular person can go, oh, okay, that makes sense. So
that's probably what I should do. I probably should watch more of the doctors so I can get more, more knowledge.
Well, if you're doing something that's making you feel good, then that's the way you need to do it. So I just like to listen to the new stuff coming out, because not only does Dr. Berry, he takes all of those new stuff that comes out that's going against the diet and explains why what they found is because they found it, and this is why, because they, didn't really diversify their findings or their program or whatever.
Right.
Let's see. Keeping busy actually helps me feel better throughout the process because I'm not thinking about it. I used to clean houses, and that was the easiest part. Lots of water. I do lots of water, but I also, Jessica, you know how it is that if you were housekeeper, there's kids around. Most of the houses I go into has got a big bowl of something sitting out on the counter, or I'm there while they're doing breakfast. Oh, here, have this, or there's this in the fridge. And I'm like, no. I don't care. I don't care. Gosh. Take the bowl of whatever it is with you, please. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I had one lady she had 6 kids, and she would give me all the Halloween candy 3 days after Halloween when my kids were still at home. And I'm like, I don't need this candy in my house, but I would still bag it up and take it. So
my last job that I had before this one, I think it's so much easier doing this at home too, because I'm not tempted to go out and get anything, but they would have a bowl of chocolates, like the miniature Hershey bars and stuff. And I was just like, put that away.
That's right. No. So Your Pal Misty says she read the fasting, but now she's reading the obesity code. That's Dr. Fung still.
Okay.
And Robin says Dr. Berry is her favorite. Losing Dr. Berry. I also like Nurse Cindy. If anybody hasn't ever watched Nurse Cindy.
Is she doing anything anymore? Because I know I'm not on Facebook, so if she's on there, I don't see her. But she used to have a YouTube too, and I just recently went on her YouTube, and she hasn't had a video in months.
Huh? I haven't. Well, it's probably right around the time her mother passed away, which was about 8 months ago, maybe. So I don't think maybe she doesn't but she does cameos on other people's channels. Like I've seen her with Dr. Barry and Nisha. Nisha loves it, so I've seen her over on there.
Yeah, I love her, Cindy. Yeah, that now that you mention her, I did look for her recently, and I was like, gosh, she did a great job at the beginning of talking about how your fat cells. Remember the water balloon?
The water balloon video. That's like one of her best videos, I think. That it really explained that every carb takes 2 waters and pushes it into your cells. So it's like, ooh, that's bad. You don't want to do that anymore.
A great analogy, great way to explain that for us people that need it easy.
Can you think of any other YouTube channel that you would say had, besides your own, would have information or great tidbits, or it's just like one that you just got to keep up with, like you just follow them?
Life Adventures in Keto.
Great answer. Yeah.
I would say, well, what's really funny is that's why I said I'm looking for a new inspiration, because I recently did a video of like my top 10 YouTube channels that I consistently watch, and most of them aren't even keto, just because I wasn't getting, you know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a bad way, because everybody's different. My channel might not be what for other people, you know what I mean? I get that we're all different, but since then I found Janet, and not just because she's on this channel, but I've learned a lot from her, and I just love her attitude and her positivity, and she loves trying new things, and I think she's just like an average person like you and me. I think I heard her say once that she's not some major chef, you know what I mean? She just likes to cook, and you kind of have to in this diet, so gosh, and I'm not good put on the spot.
Well, that's okay. I mean, you don't have to say that. I just thought,
it's honestly, a lot of people that I watch are not even keto.
Well, I mean, that's fine. It don't have to be a keto channel. Just somebody that you find inspiration off of.
Absolutely. And sometimes I like to kind of think when they're making something, how can I make it keto? Or
I do that
way. Yeah,
I do that.
The one thing I will not watch though is cleaning videos. I don't know why people do clean with me's. Can someone please explain that to me?
Well, if you're OCD like I am, I can really get lost in that cleaning video. But I'm also a housekeeper, and some of them I'm like, why would you do it that way? So I'm like, that is not, read the bottle. That is not the way scrubbing bubbles is meant to be.
It's just not my thing. That is just, I don't understand it. But hey, like I said, everybody has their own thing. If you guys watch that, that's great.
For me, I can't do mukbangs. I can't mukbangs, however you say that word. I cannot watch people eat on film. If I'm in a restaurant and you are chewing loudly, Michelle's going to tell you, hey, pipe down with your chewing. I can't, no. But I can't do mukbangs.
Yeah, I'm not into those either, the ASMRs or whatever too, but
no, I love the ASMRs. I do some of those myself. If you've never gotten the little tingly sensation on the back of your neck by hearing a sound, the ASMR is not going to make sense to you. It's not.
Yeah. No, I haven't. And that's okay.
Nana says it's easy to do 20 hours. She eats no later than 5:30 in the afternoon, and then she doesn't eat anything until 1:30 or 2 the next afternoon. So make sure you're done eating by 5:30. I don't get home to 9, Miss Nana. I can't do that.
When you first started doing that, were you super hungry at first? And how did you just push through that? What did you do? Because, sometimes, I was always taught, don't eat unless you're hungry. So what if you're, starving?
Well, sometimes your body is telling you that you're thirsty and that you're not hungry. So if you try water first and you're still hungry, then you're really hungry. But I use salt and water to help me push further. So we'll see if Nana answers that question.
Yes.
Were you hungry when you first started that, Nana? And so she's started for so long now that she's not hungry. You're right.
Yeah.
So Robin says she likes Dr. Berg's quick little short videos too. Some are like a minute only. So
okay, cool. I know who he is, but I don't think I've really watched any of his. So I'll have to check him out.
Alan says he's a big follower of Thomas DeLauer, as he has 2.7 million followers and does it great.
Yeah, I watch him occasionally too, and he's I like his little snarky comments that he puts in there too, like, well, people say I shouldn't be doing this,
Right. I like him because he doesn't name drop when he's snarky about it, but if you've watched the other doctor who he's talking about.
Yeah.
Missy says she follows more non-keto channels too, and I can learn a lot from them too, but it is nice to have some good keto channels as well.
It is, yeah.
So
some of these different ones are doing like carb up days and stuff now, and that's just not applying to me anymore, or not at all. So I'm not in, I can't,
That's a slippery slope for me. Like I said, I'm from a binge eating background. So if I slip up and I have that non-keto thing, I'm going to be 2 or 3 days out before I catch myself and bring it back to keto. So I try. It's hard for me to do that.
Yeah.
Bye, Janet. I'm probably late, but I'm sorry. Nice chatted with you all. Love you both. Gotta edit some more videos. So I am never starving. Why won't it let me go to that? Okay. I'm never starving. I drink water and coffee. So.
Yeah, she's got a strong willpower then too.
That's right. So we've enlightened Misty, see, with this conversation. She had never heard of Dr. Berg, and she'll have to go check them out.
Misty, you like those cleaning videos, huh? Organization. Yes, I can get in with that. I did on my Instagram, I did a quick, I don't have a pantry in this house. We rent it, for the record. I hate the kitchen, but we don't have a pantry. And on my Instagram once, I did a quick reorganization of my, I think I saved it in my highlights with Dollar Tree stuff. And it's so cute and I love it. I do like some organization stuff. And then craft channels, I do watch planning videos, of course.
Yes. Of course. So has anybody ever watched Clutterbugs?
No, I haven't heard of it.
Cass over at Clutterbugs also has a TV show now out. She's a really big channel, but she answers every single comment or somebody does, may not be her, but somebody answers every single comment on her stuff. I love her. I can watch her all day long, but she does those quick, Dollar Tree.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nana, I don't like to watch food videos because they make you want to eat. Yeah, That's true. If it's the wrong time of the day, yeah.
Yeah, I can get really sidetracked with that. And sometimes I have to I click out and have to come back that later. I have to go watch somebody else while I'm fasting. Yeah. I can't listen to you talk about food and try to not eat food. So
I will say I'm mostly watching the food videos as I'm making dinner and eating anyways. Yes. So it's like, for me, it works out that way. So, But yeah, everybody's got different triggers, I guess.
Does anyone else like Keto with Sammy's intro song to her videos, or is it just me? Amazing. Is he being facetious, or is he really liking Sammy's intro music? I watched her before, but I don't remember what her intro song was, so I can't answer that.
I don't know.
You don't watch Keto with Sammy? You don't know?
I do watch Keto with Sammy. I usually skip over that part.
Oh, click, she said.
He is terrible.
Oh, no. Misty says, I actually prefer to watch videos of food when I can't. Well, right. You have the opposite problem of me, though, Misty, where sometimes you can't eat. I could just eat and not be hungry and still want to eat. That's why the fasting for me with the 2 meals or the OMAD really gets good with me, because it feels you like you're eating a lot of food at one time. And to me, I love that part. But
yeah. Good for you, Misty, though. Jeez, yeah.
That's right. But she binge watches the Food Network during my 30-day juice cleanse. See, I couldn't have done that. I'd have been broke.
I learned most of everything that I know from the Food Network. I'll be completely honest with you. I watched it nonstop. Man, I think it taught me how to cook.
Yeah.
Way back in the beginning, 30-minute meals and all that. Oh, that's right. I watch it now because we don't have cable. But, yeah. I loved that.
Andy's laughing at us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, that's true. And eating enough is my problem. I'd rather drink and watch other people eat. Great point. Okay, Hope, this is $1 million question. Do you drink Bang energy drinks? Or have you? Or is Andy not letting you because it's caffeinated?
Right, exactly. He probably would prefer I didn't. And I did have one once. My heart was racing when I had it. Yeah. So
that just tells me I have way too much caffeine. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah,
I can drink one and go to bed. Okay, I stayed away from anything food related on TV during my juice fast. Would have ended much sooner.
I seriously don't know how he made it as long as he did.
Nana likes the Minimal Mom. I like her too. Isn't she the twin, the Minimal Mom? She's got a twin. And Dana likes organizing videos. We do love a Bang, Misty. We do.
They were good. Don't get me wrong. It was delicious, but I didn't like how I felt after it. And every time, I see someone with a new flavor, I'm like, maybe I should try it again. But no, I don't think I can.
Just drink half, like Misty will drink half and put hers back in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
She tried. The reason I asked you that is because she tried the birthday Bang Bash on her birthday, and that's my favorite because it tastes just like
icing, right?
Fake, yeah, the fake icing and the like stale cake. You used to get it like Kroger or somewhere, it tastes just like that. That's what I like about it. She was like, she couldn't even finish it. She poured it out, and I cried for the Bang when she said she poured it out.
I remember, I think I first started watching Misty when she found them at the Dollar Tree, and I was like,
yeah.
What? Yeah.
I've only found the champagne flavor, but my Dollar Tree every once in a while has them too. But if anybody's looking, they don't put them with their brand of energy drinks. They put them over by the canned food section.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I found mine.
Huh.
There's a bit. Most days it takes me 4 to 6 hours to finish a can, or I just don't finish it. Jessica says cotton candy Bang is good, but I can't drink energy drinks a lot.
Yeah. You'd probably be up on it.
Misty says it did taste just like that. It did. It's like fake icing or the cheap icing in a stale cake.
Oh, wow.
She said she couldn't drink it because of that, and that's the reason why I like it.
Yeah,
it's so funny how we're all so different. She likes the sour ones too. I can't do the sour ones.
I'd probably like that.
Nana says yes, she is a twin. Have real common sense things. They sure do. I've seen them before. Well, does anybody else have any other questions for Hope? Anything you want to tell us where we can find you, Hope, while we're waiting on somebody to? You said you're not on Facebook, but
yeah, we do have a group though. But I'll make sure that all of that info should be down in one of my descriptions. But you can find me on YouTube, Mission Keto, and on Instagram it's @_Mission Keto_. And yeah, that is it. I'm in those two places, and yeah, I appreciate everybody coming. How much fun was this?
That's fun.
It was my very first live. Yeah, sour sounds good.
Yeah, she likes to see. I've never even had the sour heads or those kind. I just don't like sour, so I haven't even tried them.
Okay.
But the wild and watermelon is my favorite now. But that's the new flavor, so I just kind of change over when the sweet ones are my treat. But,
yeah, I will live through you guys on that.
But I have started making my own cold brew at home, so I don't do those as much as I used to do. So,
Well, good. Cool.
I'll have Andy in my head now every time I go get one. Be like, don't drink that caffeine. It's bad for you. I really do want to scale back. And I have scaled back. But.
Yeah, if you don't have a problem with high blood pressure, though, I mean, is it a problem? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's what I think that does.
I think if I drank more water and still had all my coffee, that probably wouldn't be a problem at all. But see, I don't drink the water. I just drink the coffee. So I really need to get on that.
I've started drinking more water in the last few days to get ready for next month, too. Maria says in the book you should do at least half of your body weight, which is way more than I want right now. So I can't wait to cut that down.
Yeah, and it's like, until your body regulates that, too. Good luck with going to of course, you're working at home.
Yeah.
So that's easier for you to do. But once you get regulated, it's not as bad.
what's awesome though, it's about 5.5 bottles, regular bottles, a 16.8 bottle, 16.8 ounces. And this fits 2 exactly. So I just filled this up like 2.5 times.
And you're going.
Yeah. And I have to put some lemon in it. I can't take water by itself. So I squeeze some lemon in it just to give it something. Ugh. But
you can't do just plain water. I can if it's cold, but I can't like just tap water right out of the tap. I can't do that. That's not.
No. And mine are in the fridge. So yeah, they stay cold. This thing keeps it pretty cold too. So
yeah, so those containers are good.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to chatting with you, Hope, on Mission Keto from Nana Grace.
Thank you so much. I'll be visiting your channel as well. I do have a lot of food though. Most of it's food. So
and no caffeine, Andy says. No email me, Andy, every day, every morning. Email me. Email Michelle. No caffeine today.
Oh.
Drinking water out of a tumbler cup through a straw gives me more motivation than drinking out of a bottle. I agree with that too, Jessica.
You're definitely my child.
Get a good container so that it makes it fun and interesting and not boring.
She's the queen of tumblers. She's got so many. She makes them too. She makes them.
Jessica, do you make tumblers? Are you on Etsy? Does she sell them?
I don't know what she's doing with it right now, but yeah, she's done some orders. So
that is cool.
She is good at it. I got
great food hauls for sure.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be looking for a collab with me and Hope when I come to Georgia. We're going to take me to Costco.
Yep, we are doing a collab. When is that? October now? Sometime in October?
Yeah, I'm not there till the first week in October, and we'll talk about it. What?
I'll be able to have cheese by then.
All right, yeah. Girl, you better buckle down.
Oh, jeez, that's funny. I'm making this now. I think I'll be good.
Jessica says she needs to be on Etsy.
She does.
You do need to be on Etsy or somewhere to make them. The Soaring Seaward family makes tumblers with the resin tops.
Yeah.
Jessica probably understands that more than some people might, but she can make some really interesting. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Let's see. She has one more question here. Can you only have one tall glass of water if you have electrolytes? I mean, you can have as much water as you want on keto, but you do need to make sure that your electrolytes are stable. You don't want to push water and then feel bad because you're pushing all your electrolytes out, but it's a balance there. Michelle, for me, what do you think about that, Hope? Have you ever had so much water that you're passing your electrolytes quickly and you get this headache or any?
No, I haven't because I'm usually not very good at my water intake. So that's just something I'm recently trying to get better at. But no, and what happens if you do? You start feeling.
You have like keto flu symptoms that day, and you've just had either not enough electrolytes, one, or too much water, two, because then you're just passing your electrolytes out your urine. So it's not a good way to be. But a lot of people on keto don't push water. So some people, like Miss Emmerich, say to have half of your body weight in water. But if you listen to some of the doctors, like Dr. Berg or Dr. Westman, don't push. They just say drink when you just like eat when you're hungry, drink water when you're thirsty, and don't push it just because a magic number says to do so. So
I think I'm doing it for preparation of next month because there's so much less I can drink. But also, it'll help with hunger, like you said earlier too. Like I've got this glass sitting here while I'm working, and instead of getting up and getting a snack, I'm drinking
more water.
Yeah, exactly. My little pup is coming to say hi. Ralphie!
Hey, Ralphie got a haircut.
Oh, look at my baby.
He had a spa day.
Where's mommy?
Oh, she says she puts electrolytes in her water. She hates water. I'm not aware that you can have too many electrolytes, Michelle, because your body will just.
I don't know. You're sideways.
My phone is dying.
Oh no. Well, you hate water, huh? Oh no. She might be gone, everyone. I think it died.
The feed stopped.
Did it stop? Because it's saying it's still counting. It's still live. But her phone died. She's got to shut it off, I think. Ralphie. Well, I don't know if she's got a charger. Yeah, I guess she's gone. How do I get out?
Just X.
X?
You know you're live, right?
Yes.